The release of iPhone 16 series is fast approaching, and Apple has just confirmed the official date and time for the event. Interestingly, it's not the day most had anticipated. Apple recently sent out invitations for the keynote, where it's expected to unveil the iPhone 16 series, along with new Apple Watch models and AirPods. The event is scheduled for Monday, September 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, with an in-person gathering at the Steve Jobs Theater in Cupertino, California. As is typical with Apple's invites, not much more was disclosed, but we'll dive into the expected announcement shortly. The unexpected date. What's particularly intriguing is that most people, as you'll see, were expecting the event to happen on Tuesday, September 10th. However, I had been leaning towards September 9th for a while now, though I understand why September 10th seemed like the obvious choice. Historically, Apple has never introduced an iPhone on the Monday. Even the very first iPhone was introduced on a Tuesday, January 9th, 2007. The reason I suspected things might be different this year is partly because Apple seemed unusually eager to launch earlier and discuss Apple Intelligence as soon as possible. Mark Gurman of Bloomberg noted that Apple has scheduled retail staff meeting for Thursday, September 12th or Friday, September 13th. These meetings typically occur the Sunday after a product launch. This further suggested that Apple was ready to kick things off earlier than usual. Moreover, the first televised debate between presidential candidates Kamala Harris and Donald Trump is set for Tuesday, September 10th. It's a significant event, and Apple likely did not want to compete with it for media attention. Moving their event up by 24 hours makes a lot of sense. This surprise date also aligns with Apple's preference for being unpredictable. Making this change and keeping it under wraps showcases their ability to remain agile. This doesn't after the expected timeline for other key dates. I still believe pre-orders will begin on Friday, September 13th, with the new iPhones, Apple Watches, and AirPods available in stores and customer hands starting Friday, September 20th. The invitation, as usual, the invite doesn't reveal much beyond the date and time. The event will take place at the expected location, and the invitations are non-transferable. The only other detail, aside from the swirling Apple logo, is the tagline, "It's Glowtime." While colors are always a significant aspect of the new iPhone models, the variety of colors in the invite doesn't clarify the specific hues we might see. The glow could hint at the impressive features that Apple Intelligence might bring, but for now, that's all we have. Previously, people speculated that iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, and iPhone 16 Pro Max would go on sale on Friday, September 20th. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman had reported that Apple was planning its major product launch event on September 10th, where it could unveil the latest iPhones, watches, and AirPods. While this date seemed likely, I believe other dates could be possible. Gurman later posted on X that led people to believe September 10th might not be set in stone. When people noticed the clash with the first televised presidential debate between Trump and Harris, it raised some concerns. A clash with such a significant event could dominate the news cycle, potentially overshadowing Apple's announcements. If Apple were to reschedule, when might that be, given that September 11th is a date Apple traditionally avoids? There are two other possible days that week, Monday, September 9th, and Thursday, September 12th. Apple typically reserves Monday keynotes for its annual WWDC in June, but the debate might cause an exception this year. Gurman also mentioned on X that Apple has planned an unusual and mandatory meeting for all retail store employees on the evening of September 12th or the morning of September 13th. This would be just ahead of the iPhone 16 release, a week later, but such meetings usually happen on Sundays, not during the week. This leads me to believe that September 12th could be too tight for the keynote, so a move to September 9th seems plausible. Gurman added that, while the timing has not been officially announced, Apple is preparing for the event on Tuesday. According to sources who requested anonymity due to the private nature of plans, the unveiling will likely to be followed by the iPhones going on sale on September 20th, following Apple's usual schedule. The company has often emphasized how much it dislikes being predictable. Some reports suggest Apple is right on schedule or even ahead with iPhone production, hinting that they might move things up this year. Now let's move to the best possible conclusion. While Mark Gurman might be correct that the keynote will happen at 10 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday, September 10th at the Steve Jobs Theater, Monday, September 9th is still a possibility. The presidential debate is likely to influence Apple's decision regardless. Pre-orders are expected to go live on Friday, September 13th, with iPhones in customer hands by Friday, September 20th. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.